Hi, let's take a quick look at Google Drive now that everyone's switched over. One thing we've noticed is even though you see Drive at the top, you may see something like this. And this is the old directory. It says create and Drive here and home, not Drive. So if you haven't done this already, if you're seeing this directory structure, go ahead over to the right to the gear, click on that and choose Upgrade to the new look. Do this just so that you're on the same page whenever you receive resources or information about using or accessing Docs in Drive. Now that you've upgraded to the new look, you'll see My Drive. Anything shared with you previously will be in Shared with Me. I've had people ask, I can't find some of my items. And in fact, they weren't in My Drive after you switched over, they were in Shared with Me. But you can easily just click and drag and drop files that are shared with you into your Drive so that they appear in the Drive directory. But just know that you have your Drive and then you have a folder called Shared with Me. The other thing I've had questions about is folks that have so many files and how to sort and find. Well, personally, I only file things that are really important and the rest I just leave hanging. Why? Because, well, for a couple of reasons. One is I can star things that I'm going to visit frequently. So if you click on a document and you star it, or just simply click the star next to the doc, anything that's starred will appear in your starred section. So if there are certain docs that you revisit over and over and over again, and you have hundreds of docs, go ahead and star them so that you can just click there and get to them very easy. A good example of this would be daily announcements. If you have announcements for your school shared in Google Docs, go ahead and click on the star, and that way you can just click there and get the updated version every day. You also have the option to view recently used, and what I like is the search feature. So if I'm looking for everything I did on my Guatemala project, I can go ahead and just search for Guatemala. But let's say I'm looking for just forms or spreadsheets that I've created. So I can go ahead and search for spreadsheets named Guatemala, which I have none, or I can look for spreadsheets. And you can see I have these spreadsheets. I like the search tool here. I've never not been able to find something I'm looking for very easily this way. So that's the second thing I wanted to bring up. You can create folders in your Drive. So if I click on my Drive and I click on Create Folder, I certainly can create a folder for, let's say, my Zambernec, my fictitious country, research project. Then I can go back up to Drive and I can search for everything titled Zambernec. I can select all those items and I can just drop them into that folder. Now, if I want to make sure that all of these graphs are public or shared, oh, these were originally made by someone else. I'm in a sample account, so it's saying you don't have permission to move one or more items. That's okay. Let's just move a few. Let's move the ones that belong to me. Okay, 4 items have been moved from my Drive to Zambernec. This had been shared from someone else, so I didn't have permission to do that. Okay. Now I have this folder. Anything in this folder, I'm going to put on a portfolio, and I want to make sure that anyone on the web can view it. So I'm going to make this folder public by clicking on Share and changing private to public on the web. And from this point forward, every time I want to make something that's public on the web for my country study Zambernec, I'm going to click on create the document, and it's going to say that created item will have the same sharing permissions as the selected folder, which is fine, which is this folder. So that's just some quick tips on how to use your new Google Drive. Not a big change, but lots of ways for you to view, find, sort, save, and organize your files.